Okay. Let's see if this is the kind of chilling effect that I desperately need to be feeling right now. Bum 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 ba dum bum bum. Hmm. 7 more achievements. What are the what achievements are left? And there are people you still need to beat. Oh, whoops. Messed that up. Mm-mm. Ba-ba-bum. Now, I don't know about the Mystery of Paint location, but beating Clea is definitely a pain in the fucking ass. That's for sure. Simon is just like too difficult for me to want to fight him normally. Well, that's what I did with Simon, is that I just did the method to do a shitload of damage with my L, because it's so difficult. Like, it became not fun to try to beat Simon. Like, everybody else, I was like, hell yeah, I can do this fight, I can do this fight. No, Clea's not worse than Simon. Not even remotely. Clea is like a normal super boss. Like, you can get through it. You just gotta believe in yourself. You gotta pay attention. Simon, you have to play perfectly. You have to have all of your characters outfitted in the best. It's probably something closer to like, what's that one you always tell me to play? Final Fantasy X, or the boss that you always tell me to beat. It's probably something closer to that than it is anything else. Pandemonium or whatever. Penance, yeah. I mean, right, you have to guard effectively for everything for Simon. Like, you can't, you can't fuck up even once. So that's something that you just have to keep aware of. And that's why I said, and even being able to do the method where my L does a ton of damage, it's still super time consuming and difficult. It's not something that's like, oh yeah, you can just do this strategy easy peasy. Like getting all the pictos, getting the whole thing set up it's also a pain in the ass. So Simon, no matter what the scenario is a pain to beat. But it's definitely possible. No. But yeah, I would recommend just try everything else in the game. Like, do literally everything else. Get to level 9, do everything you can, and then try Simon. Because when you try to fight Simon, you are going to get really, really angry, and it's gonna make you not want to play the game. If you can beat Simon without doing any kind of my L strategy, you know what? You're the best gamer who's ever lived, and I believe that. You'll always be able to say you beat him normal style. And you can rub my face in that however much you want. Man, this is such a nice, relaxing game. I'm so glad that I was like, okay, you know what? What's a game I can play after that whole thing with the soda drinking simulator? Like, just some Rayman, man. Always bizarre that this game doesn't get more play than... I mean, I would say that this is probably one of the best platformers that's ever existed. If not, maybe the best? Definitely right up there. Oh, damn it. But yeah, if you think Clea is hard, then just... That's what it'll be like, well then, just try, try Simon. Yeah, and the Endless Tower is a good... I would try the Endless Tower maybe before Clea. Damn. Mess that up. Ooh. Mm-mm-mm. Oops. Oops. God damn it. Oh no, I accidentally died. Whoops. Hooray! You wanna do this? Bam! Right in the kisser. And Ubisoft is so weird that they can like legitimately make some of the best games that have ever existed, and then other times they just make like the worst shit. Like they just make some of the most confusing decisions as a game developer. Like, who would ever want to be an assassin? Like, that's so stupid. Okay, see, that's exactly what I was talking about, Switch. That's the well, it's not an exploit, it's in the game. So it is, truthfully, it is a way that you can absolutely do, it counts. They didn't nerf it or I think they did nerf it, so, but it still does more than enough damage. I think you can just look up Mael damage guide. Damage build. I think it's just, if you Google that, they're just like the first video. So if you just Google that, you'll find the way and the pictos that you need. You need very specific pictos that essentially give you the inverse status, and then there's a bunch of additional benefits that if someone's like low health, and I don't know, it's complicated enough that I wouldn't have figured it out on my own, especially because I never played my L. I didn't like, which characters do you use, Switch? Oh. Or do you switch them out? Oh, that was already the queen, wow. Oh, shit. God, this game is so good. shoot. God, this is such a relaxing game. It's just good on the brain, man. Brainstem is like, yeah, man. This is it. Oh shit. Ah! Come on, no. Or I got the gold. It says I got the gold. Oh no, I didn't. Never mind. Okay. So, alright. Yep. I see. Shit. What does that put me at? Oh, 305. There we go. Yep. There we go. Now I got a gold. Oops. Whoops. I'm free. Hmm. Oops. There we go. God, what smart world design. Like... Oh, that's all of them. Woo! Hell yeah. How does this work exactly? No. I'll check that out later. The second level of awesomeness. Maybe it's all privated. Who knows? Switch, I love how you'll just like not respond to like half the things I say, and then you'll come in here and say me 3. I'll ask you direct questions, and it's just like not registered. What? Spy versus spy? Like for the Super Nintendo, or was that for the Nintendo? I don't think they've made a spy versus spy game in a long time, man. Hate to break it to you, but that comic strip hasn't. Do people even look at Mad TV anymore? Or you know, Mad Magazine? Whoa, 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 whoa. Dun, dun, dun. Oh, did I? Oh, no, it's still there. Ah, oh, fuck. Never mind. Crush me to death, please! Oh. He says, unironically. Oh, that's still falling. Man, rough. Rough stuff there. There we go. Whoa! Man, I got a little nutso. Yeah, but Switch, I asked which characters you regularly play with in Clair Obscura Expedition 33. Honestly, I'm fine with not getting gold on that one. I don't know why I thought I would just hit it automatically. There we go. There we go. I knew it. Help me! Help me! The boingiest and springiest Rayman you ever broingity spoingity with. Oh, there we go. Oh god, no, 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 no! I love this game so much. I don't remember if I 100%ed it or not at one point. I know I just deleted my save because I was like, you know what? No matter what the case is, that I would rather restart this on stream. And this is definitely one where, like, I'm not going to be, like, playing it on a regular basis. Like, this isn't, oh, I'm gonna try to 100% this one right away. It's more just like, I just want to play something fun for right now, so. Shit. Whoops. Nope, nope. Go down, go down, go down. Oh no! Oh, well, it starts me here. God. And games that just start you on a reasonable place, so great. Love that. Love that in my platformers. Makes me just happy that I just get to play the game. The game is fun. And sometimes that's just what you want, to be having... Oh! No! No! I'm sorry! And there's just enough collectibles that it really... keeps it entertaining, where it's like, the hard part is getting all the collectibles, not... You know, not necessarily going through each level. Oh shoot, whoops. Oh, whoops, Daisy. Okay. But everybody, it is. And that's enough for a scratch and sniff. It is just very bizarre that Ubisoft made this game, and then there is like weird microtransactions that you don't have to involve yourself with at all, but they are an option. which I never really understood as to why in the world you would do that to yourself, but it's like there just must have been a stipulation, which you know that there is at Ubisoft, especially back then, that it was like, okay, microtransactions are the new thing, but we can't make players hate us too much, so they all have to be optional. Oh. Whoops. Oops. Oh, what was easy? Ah, crap. It's me being a little too gung-ho. Yeah, originally you would do this on the Wii U gamepad, which very interesting. All like the little touchscreen cutting things. Whoa, 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 whoa. Yeehaw. Yeah, I didn't quite make that. That's okay, though. As long as I get all the little guys that I don't remember what their names are. Let's see. Ooh, I can switch to the goth version. Teensies, that's what they're called. It's very cute. Help me! Oh, I can't fire him that way? Okay. And now I gotta fire against the dragon. I'm a firing my dragon. Blah. There we go. Oh shit, did I? Oh no 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 no. Damn it. There's only 3 teensies to get, and then I miss one? That's terrible. I forgot that I could shoot. It's like, how am I supposed to get him? He was so far away. Literally, they gave me the power to shoot. Why would I not use that? I got nervous. Did you have any other movies that you were thinking about quizzing me on, Liddy? Whoa, 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 whoa! What happened there? Okay. Oh, so if I run and shoot, it dashes me forward. Okay. I did not realize that. Oh, shoot. I get it. I get it. My neighbor Totoro? My Neighbor Totoro, fun movie. It's really more, yeah, it's like, it's a fun movie. Like, it's not, I wouldn't say that it holds up. I mean, it holds up, I guess. It's kind of funny to talk about Totoro because it's a film that makes you feel good. Like, it makes you feel how it's supposed to. Which is this sort of like, oh, your youth was sort of mystical in its own way. Which I have sort of a harder time identifying with because I don't really view my own youth through rose-tinted glasses, for various reasons. So it doesn't do as much for me as I think it probably does for other folks. But it is a beautiful movie, and there's a cat bus in it, so that's hard to beat. And Totoro's really cute, and the little girls are really cute. I think if I had kids, honestly, that's probably where I would try to find the magic of that film. But it's great. My favorites are Princess Mononoke and Spirited Away. My wife's in the opposite order, Spirited Away and then Princess Mononoke. But I recently watched Porco Rosso. That was super good, honestly. Very applicable to the sort of like anti-fascist sentiment that, you know, should be where everyone's at. But right in the pig's arse. You didn't like Spirited Away? Is there something about it that just didn't... Well, okay. This might be another case where how did you originally watch Spirited Away? Because I would assume you didn't watch it on your phone, but yeah, watching it when you're young is best. Yeah, My Neighbor Totoro, yeah, great film to watch when you're young. I watched Princess Mononoke when I was like 8, or maybe even younger, because it was, you know, because it was in the animated section, so everything in there was for kids. And that movie has some real fucked up parts in it. But God. Oh, you watched it last year. Okay. Yeah, that's interesting though that it was because of the plot, because I mean the plot does kind of change, like it doesn't follow the same sort of logic, I guess. It's more of a feeling, and that's with a lot of his movies where it just sort of follows a feeling more than like where we need to resolve absolutely everything. But I totally get that. I could see where that would be unsatisfying. Or dissatisfying, I should say. Ah, damn it. Oh, Howl's Moving Castle. Now that. Ooh. Howl's sexy. Yeah, Howl's Moving Castle is based off a book, so there is more lore to that if you know, you do want to have a clear idea of all that's going on. Yeah, I think for me, for Spirited Away specifically, I look at it as like, wow, like what a beautiful film. Like the animation delivers it enough for me where the ending doesn't really matter a ton, but I can definitely see, I could definitely see where you're coming from with that. You're all about endings. Ooh, that's a hard life. That's a really hard life to be all about endings. I don't... I feel like there's so many disappointing endings just in general where a lot of films are pretty good, but the endings are really what end up killing it, that like, that would be really hard. Yeah, I'm missing the gold on a couple, but... It seems like something that, you know, I guess, like, to me, too, like, I don't care about spoilers. It's just more of what it invokes inside of me, like, emotionally. That's kind of what I look for in a film. The plot does matter, but it's, I guess, just not as important as just sort of how the filmmaking itself looks. Because I think of like Labyrinth, or that movie, the ending is just, you know, it's just not as important as the journey, I guess. Yeah. But, you know, obviously it's on a case-by-case basis. Any other films to shoot up? I mean, I just love talking about movies, so I will just keep talking about them if I can. But I don't want to just talk about random stuff that no one else is invested in. Farts. There we go. Bum, bottom. Yeah, I'm free, yeah. Oh, that was it. I know that you just watched Stop Making Sense, but that's a concert film, so I guess I don't know if that counts. I haven't seen that either, though, so... Man, this works a lot better on a PS5 controller, or a PS4 controller. Oh. Ooh, there we go. Oops, not what I meant to do. Aha! I thought there'd be something over here. I thought it and I was right. Bump, bottom. Yeah, a movie I just watched recently, which is on Plex, and if you're fine with reading subtitles and you're into some weird ass movies, Border. I'm still thinking about it. I'm still thinking about it. My wife and I watched it together, just like, I think it was, yeah, it was just a couple days ago. And like, man, that was a movie that I just did not see coming. It's by the same writer. This ad is a great movie. The same writer as Let the Right One In, which is like a very interesting vampire movie. Oh, advertisements. The true movies of our time. You think Citizen Kane is a good movie? How about the Super Bowl ad for Doritos, the puppy monkey baby? Now that's cinema. You remember Puppy Monkey Baby? I have been meaning to watch Memories. I do have it downloaded. Another one that, my wife likes anime, but she doesn't, like, love it, you know? It's a bit more work to get her to watch some stuff, so, you know. That's one where I haven't, I don't really know how to sell it to her, kind of a thing, where it's like, well, it's an anime anthology, you know, which, I don't know, maybe that sort of explains itself. I don't know. Hey, that's a good idea. Just watch each part on its own. Yeah, I suppose you could just watch it as 3 different movies. That would probably work out just as well. Good point. Yeah, I do wish I had more of a wherewithal to want to watch movies on my own. I used to all the time, but being in a long-term relationship, it's like the only person you talk to on a regular basis is them. So it ends up being kind of like, okay, well, if I watch something and they haven't seen it, I can't talk about it with them. It's a double-edged sword kind of a thing. Kind of a silly thing to complain about, but you know, it's... Oh, Escape from New York is so good. Snake Plissken. That's my boy. If you want to watch a pretty strange movie, watch Escape from LA, the sequel that, a lot of questions on that one, like how it got made. Kurt Russell. It was always very funny because it was like Kurt Russell and oh, what's his name? Kurt Russell and oh my god, what is his name? This is gonna kill me. Kurt Russell and Patrick Swayze. Those were like the crushes my mom had on, you know, famous peeps, and I get it. Yeah, I love in Escape from New York, the president, whose name now also escapes me. He's in Halloween, 1978 horror film. Donald Pleasance. Oh, Donald Pleasance is just a pleasant person in any film that he's in. Whoops. Hold on here. Maybe I could make it over here. So that was the first one. I don't think that I have. Is that one where a guy gets a safe dropped on his head? I know that sounds... Henry Fonda, Cold War thriller. Ooh. That's... No, I've not seen it, or I don't even think I've heard of it. Well, that's a fun... I'm pretty sure there's a movie that I just cannot remember the name of it, where a guy gets, like, It's supposed to be like after a bank robbery and the guy gets his head crushed by a safe. I could not tell you the name of it. Sydney Lumet. God damn it, I did. Okay, hold on. Oh, Network is such a good movie. I really like 12 Angry Men. Watching it in civics class was probably the best way to watch it. Because I don't know if I would have watched it on my own. Just because it's like a bunch of angry white dudes yelling at each other. But yeah, Network, ooh. Really one of the just greatest movie. It's just a movie made for adults, you know, in a way that I feel like a lot of modern movies, well, not modern movies, that's a lie. We've since moved past. I think we're back to sort of a really good age of cinema. I think we're back. Okay, there's nothing down there. Thought that there might be. Where am I missing? Oh, is it right there? Did I not? Okay, now hold on. Oh, Fargo's great. Very funny because I've lived in Fargo and the accents are fucking crazy. That is not, it's like just not how people actually talk up there at all. It's like so exaggerated. But yeah, a lot of fun. Where the hell is this? How do I keep missing this? This is gonna drive me crazy. Yeah, Big Lebowski. The dude. No, I'm not Lebowski. I'm the dude, man. Where is this? Okay, what level is this? I might actually have to look this up. This is driving me crazy. I don't know what level this is called. Does it say the name of the level at the beginning of it? I don't remember. Rain the Beansack. The Winds of Strange. Okay. Winds of Strange. Teensies. Okay. So he goes... Wait a minute. You know, I never ended up watching Watership Down, which I can't believe that's where it was. I think it's because it's one of those movies that by the time I was interested in watching it, I was already married. Or not, you know, but like, that's a hard movie to sell to someone. Like... You want to, especially like, you want to watch like animal abuse for an hour and a half animated? They really aren't. They are single player. Which, like, you know, there's nothing wrong with single player movies. But I understand why people play some movies online. I did watch Poor Things with my wife in the theater in DC when we were out there. So my wife liked it, but it did. I think it is one of those ones where it's like, it is feminist, but it is still through a male lens, you know? Like, it's trying to tell something, but it is not being told, like, actually from the perspective of a woman, which I think my wife had, you know, a few things to say about that, which I totally understand, and that is absolutely her right. Because coming out of the theater, I was like, oh, that was great. And she's like, yeah, but, you know, there's X, Y, and Z that were kind of fucked up, you know. Yeah, very alien perspective. Especially towards the end when she meets the, you know, the ex of herself, her mom, her, you know, and when she does that whole thing, that part I think almost felt, I don't know how much it needed to be there, because by that time she'd already sort of gained her own autonomy and, you know, had been doing things that she wanted, but then that makes her rich. But I don't know, yeah. Very crazy. Good movie, though. I mean, a movie that I would definitely... It wouldn't take me much to be convinced to rewatch it, you know. Shit, I got too close. Yes, I have seen Doctor Strangelove several times, which is good because when I first watched that movie, I was probably 15, and like, talk about one that like, that's another movie that is an adult movie. Very, I watched a lot of movies the first time when I was like a much younger. I did my best to understand them, but you know, there's limitations to what somebody of that age can realistically interpret from a movie like that. But yeah, we watched it semi recently because it was released on 4K UHD, so we watched it on that. Yeah, I watched a lot of classic movies when I was young because I learned how to torrent very young. I think the first time I torrented something, I was probably like 11. And like, damn. What absolute power you feel when you're like, oh, I can watch anything and not just, you know, on watchmovies123.com. God, I did love that site though. Talk about a bad way to watch most movies though. Like, you're watching movies on the shady websites that aren't... The biggest issue with the shady website deal is that usually the movies are in like pretty shit quality and they like just don't look very good. That's honestly my biggest issue with watching movies from that perspective. And it pisses me off because my brother watches like most of, like, I have Plex and I'm like, yeah, I'll add anything onto it. And he's like, oh, we just use a website. And it's like, the website he uses, all the movies look like dog shit. Like, I don't know. Yeah, Willy Wonka's great. That's a movie that you should show to a child as young as humanly possible because, you know, there's great sequences in it that definitely won't scare them or make them have questions on why all these children died. You know, it's all cool, copacetic, Back to the Future, classic Robert Zemeckis. Robert Zemeckis has some newer films that I'm like, I don't know. They just, I mean, honestly, that's kind of the vibe of that film. Is that like, if you children are naughty, you deserve death. Oh, like, oh yeah. Listen to your elders. Now, Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, that was a fucked up movie. I honestly think Charlie and the Chocolate Factory made me more uncomfortable than Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory. Because, like, seeing Johnny Depp in that, like, fit, I don't know, it just didn't feel right. Oh, god damn. In that movie, he was hot? That might be the craziest thing I've ever heard you say. Which... I mean, I guess that's... He's hot, you know, in a rubbery sort of way. I mean, not that Johnny Depp wasn't hot, like, just in general, he was, you know. That's the truth of the matter. But that movie specifically... Yeah, what other good films? Cute. Okay, I could see Cute. I could see Cute because, like, there's just so many movies where he's, like, objectively so hot in that, like, comparing those films to, you know, to Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, it's like, for me, that it's just a lot. Because, I mean, yeah, you know, because, like, Captain Jack Sparrow, hot. He is hot. Breakfast Club, great movie. movie that's kind of funny for kids who didn't grow up, or like teenagers who didn't grow up in the 80s to watch, because it's like almost still like the characteristics of some of them are like kind of true, but it's just sort of kids nowadays. I mean, obviously they're played by adults in the movie as well, you know. It's not like, oh yeah, those were kids of their time. But like, it's just interesting seeing the sort of like, oh, there's the jock and the weird girl. What's the weird girl's deal? I don't know. She just doesn't dress very nice. Like, it just seems very simplistic, I guess, compared to, I don't know. She eats a sugar sandwich, which, like, I guess that's kind of weird, but for like a high schooler, I don't know. Was there anything over here? No. Okay. But yeah, Breakfast Club, fun, good movie. Full Metal Jacket, talk about a movie whose ending is disappointing. Like, talk about meandering. My God. I don't know. Especially after the training sequence, I just felt like... The only thing I really recall from the last part is the sucky sucky $5 me love you long time. Which, you know, makes sense why that would stick in the mind. I mean, the movie as a whole is great. I don't know. I guess I would need to rewatch it. I haven't watched Full Metal Jacket since I was like 16. So maybe that's just where I'm at mentally. But I'm still going off opinions from a long time ago. I watched a lot of movies when I was like 16. It was really, I don't know. Like, I watched A Clockwork Orange when I was probably 15, 16. I might have been younger. Now that's a movie. That's a movie you gotta show to all your kids. A Clockwork Orange. There's nothing problematic about that movie at all. It's about teenagers being teenagers, you know. Doing teenager stuff. Yeah, it's funny, the novel, I think there's 21 chapters in the novel, and the first 20 chapters is everything that happens in the movie. But in the 21st chapter, the whole thing is that little Alex, like, has a family and, like, grows up, and that he, like, sort of recognizes that the youth, like, his position when he was young was really wrong, and, like, what he did, he was able to, like, self-reflect. And the whole point of the novel is that it's like, yes, you will do things in your youth that you will regret, but that doesn't make you unable to grow and move forward with your life, because there's so much more life to live. Yeah, I haven't seen a modern picture of Adam Baldwin in a long time, and yeah, he looks pretty much the same. The Baldwins have very good genetics, that's for sure. I mean, even Haley Baldwin is, you know, has some pretty good genetics. Although she's got some weird stuff going on, I don't know. I feel like every time I hear about Haley Baldwin with like Justin Bieber, I don't know. It just seems like I don't know what's happening exactly. And I don't really know if I'm meant to. I don't know. Oh man. 2 off. Should have killed one more enemy. Ha ha ha. Man, 1-7 through the game already. Good lord. Scratch off some lucky tickets. Woo! I wish we would just stick on the lucky ticket. Hey kids, don't you like scratchies? If you had a really cool parent, you would get scratch-off tickets in your, in your stockings. Right? That's something that happened to everybody. Their parents got them scratch-off tickets. Right? Iron Giant's a classic. Classic. Great anti-war messaging, along with just, you know, really a beautiful, it just really is a beautiful film. Where you find 5 worlds full of new paintings with many teensies. Oh, whoops, didn't even mean to go in this, but okay, I'll do this one and then I gotta go to bed. I love James and the Giant Peach. He had a big old peach. What's wrong with that? A pretty average childhood, right? Right? Yeah, James, I mean, the stop motion of James and the Giant Peach, Nightmare Before Christmas, which I think I like Nightmare Before Christmas more as a concept than like an actual film, but I do love it as what it is. For what it is, I should say. The Corpse Bride, or Corpse Bride, you know. Coraline. Ooh, Coraline's great. Ooh. I mean, stop motion really just gets my goat no matter what the case is. Like, just, I mean, the amount of work that goes into making even like 5 frames of stop motion animation is like, it's almost impossible to comprehend. Like, you have to take a picture, you have to take how many pictures of these little dolls? Oh. Mm-hmm. Did you watch Anastasia growing up? Anastasia. Yeah. Fern Gully. What else is there? The Brave Little Toaster. Amazing movie. 10 out of 10, no notes. Fern Gully is an odd one. You know, especially because it had Robin Williams in it, you know, like, who at the time had just done Aladdin. So, like, yeah, I saw Polar Express in the theater. Did I like it? No, I didn't. Even as a kid, I'm like, what is wrong with their faces? I did not see it in IMAX, so I'll give that to you. Another Robert Zemeckis film. So, you know, Back to the Future fame. Yeah. He loves trains, and he loves making very oddly complicated animated shots. Because he did that, and then he did A Christmas Carol with the 3D one, with, oh god, what's his name? Jim Carrey. Very bizarre. Very bizarre, man. Truman Show's great. It's the same. So many people worry that they just live in the Truman Show, which I think is very, very interesting. On like a surface level, like it's not. If you think about it for a little bit, it's like, well, you definitely notice. Very interesting nonetheless. Oh yeah. You collect creatures and then you can do like daily rewards. I don't know. Ubisoft, you make like one of the best platformers of all time, hands down, and then you just add in some just the strangest stuff. Like, it's just, it's hard to even wrap your head around. Glow blocks turn blue to a misadventure involving fruit picking and bees? There's one TT that's admires glow box enough to dress and paint himself like it. Gotta get the $1 million baby. Okay, alright, I do really have to go to bed. Not that tomorrow is really that intense, but I have been just consistently getting like 6 hours of sleep. Which honestly is fine for me, but it's just one of those things where I probably should be making sure that I at least get 6 hours, you know? Alright. Well, thank you for jumping back in with me, Liddy, and Switch, I hope you beat Clea if you are still here, which I'm sure you are in some capacity. Otherwise, I'd say good night and a very, I hope the Polar Express comes to your house so you can ride it and see a very off-putting Tom Hanks as the ticket collector. I think I wish that for you. And then you get to meet Santa and do